Move it up a little bit. See, Brother Malachi be the first one.
Yeah, you got up for prayer.
No, bro. It's 11:30
Oh,
in Spain.
that's right.
We in Dallas, so it's 10:30.
Blessings. We are the Mohammeds, the residential tourists, 85 to Africa. We are living in the after, and it's early in the morning here in Kigali, Rwanda. And where you may be is probably in the late hour or hours of the night. So
You know, it's the
she don't
hey
understand.
guys.
So hey, how are you? Nafisa, thank you for joining and greatly appreciate it.
Yes, they won't let me send a message right.
How do we like Africa? The question is, we like it. Now, I mean, we hadn't been to um, many countries. We've only really been to two, three. I guess you can say three. Rwanda, where we reside, and then Tanzania and Zanzibar, which is kind of one of the same.
Yeah, I've been to the Kenya airport.
Kenya Airport. Um, well, we love it. We really do. It's a different experience, and interesting that you should ask because it's sort of what it is that I guess we're going to address
Yes.
today. Some again, we like to just bring you our experience. Listen, we're not. This is a general statement, not directed to any specific individual. However, we are not ambassadors for Rwanda.
They say we're the reverse Harriet Tubman, getting everybody to come back to Africa.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
not our goal. That's we're
It's to be a residential tourist, and as we've said and mentioned times before, from our, from our, how can I say, school of thought um, that we subscribe to, where our understanding is that our residency is not in any one particular geographical location. Our residency is global. You understand? So we want to be able to explore the globe. Uh, so, so we're residential tourists. So wherever we may be, we just happen where we are. Uh, oh, okay, all right. I mean, we would love that in
and someone
Somaliland.
actually presented that to us, right?
Yeah,
Was it
indeed.
Somalia?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What's it called? I can't think of the name of it.
Mogadishu, Mogadishu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been invited to come actually check that out. Actually.
So, God willing, that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I was saying, wherever we may be, where we are right now, we are in Rwanda. So we share with you our experience, our ups and our downs, but
And the funny stuff in between.
and all of that stuff there.
Yeah. So we're just gonna try to get a couple more people in the room. I know it's kind of late in the States, but it's Friday night. What else are we doing? And then we're going to talk about some updates that we have for the Kawa Cafe and discuss the 10 bizarre things you never even knew about Rhonda.
We,
We,
we're not gonna put it on you. We just telling you about our
right,
experience.
us. Things we never knew about Africa, Rhonda, Africa. Or stuff that's just been different for us.
Different. And why are these things important? Because you know you can do all of the research. Oh, Somali. That's not the same as Somalia. Hmm.
Somali.
Somali.
What?
Educate us,
Yeah,
please.
what part of Africa is Somali?
Somaliland. Hey, please forgive our uh, not having good geographical uh, education, I guess you can say.
We need to bring our globe up here for the
Yeah,
next one.
yeah. Nonetheless, again, the adventure, it will be exciting for us. So,
Hmm.
all the same, we would love to be able to visit there as well. But we would love to get much information. Oh my gosh, I have to do some education, Nafisa.
Capital is Hargeisa. Where's Hargeisa?
Yeah, sorry.
What?
Sister Colette, peace and blessings to you from the west side. How you doing? The west side.
I knew Callie would be up right now.
Yeah, thank you for joining for this brief live.
Maybe she can tell us where Hargeisa is.
Help us.
We feeling really
Yeah, I feel good.
uneducated right now. Tell Maisha I said hi. Okay.
Okay,
Colette.
Colette Elizabeth, we'll let her know.
Maybe
We'll let her know.
Maisha will wake up and get on.
She's probably out working out or doing some artwork. She's phenomenal artist. She really is.
Yeah, I just like her accent the
Her
most.
her New Orleans,
Her New Orleans accent.
New Orleans.
So we got 4 people in the
Hey,
group.
listen, yeah, NOLA. What they say in New Orleans?
Nor.
No. It's a saying that I don't know if it
Is that
can.
the Show Me State?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Gosh. What's that saying? Especially when it comes to the, football. Oh my gosh, the New Orleans Saints that they say.
Football. Anyway,
It's a say. Anyway, well, it'll come to me. But
Hootie
anyway,
hoo?
no, ain't no hootie who. Who that? There you go.
Who that? See, I was
Thank you.
close.
There you
Hootie.
go. I was thinking that.
I was
wondering-
close.
Daniel, thank you for that save. I appreciate it.
Tell him I was close with the hootie.
Yeah, okay, yup. That's what we're gonna do, Nafisa. We're gonna Google it.
But why he ain't gonna tell us?
They can't tell
They ain't gonna
They can't
tell
tell us in this confines of this.
He could just say West Africa, South. I don't know.
We'll Google it.
We'll Google it.
it.
Send
Yeah.
us a ticket. We'll come. I want to see the land of my people.
Excuse me. So let's get in it.
All right.
Let's
So-
go and get in.
Updates first, or you want to do the 10?
Briefly. Let's do the brief. We can do brief update.
Okay, so we wanted to come on and thank everybody who had previously watched our, I guess like 2 videos ago. We were screaming for help for Ikawa Cafe, keep Ikawa Cafe
Mufasa, as they
open.
say in Rwanda. Rwanda. Mufasa.
What's that?
Mufasa. Help.
Oh.
You would say help.
I don't know that one.
I know help me, my Rwandan family. I know I may pronounce it incorrectly.
Yeah, we were screaming for help. We were this rainy season and just coming out of this crazy time period, post-COVID time period, that Ikawa Cafe was really struggling. We were on a crossroads trying to figure out if we're going to keep it open or close. But you guys showed us that we have to keep it open. The team was standing there supporting. They're like, we're not going nowhere, but could you please help us so that we can stay? And I'm excited to announce that we've reached 80% of our goal. 80% of our goal. So we are still.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you very much. It means a
Yeah,
lot to us.
we are.
Appreciate you all. Thank you.
I'm having problems with my eyes, so I can't see with the glasses. I can't see without.
I got
Don't
you.
laugh at me if you see me go like this trying to
got you.
read. I don't understand.
I got you. My eyes working okay this
Yeah,
morning.
my right eye is like it quit. It just quit today. So we have reached 80% of our goal. We're still we're not in the crossroads. We're trying to push. We're pushing through, but we're still in the danger zone a little bit. We got 20% more that we need to raise up. And of course, they say East Africa. Okay, so it's not far.
Oh, East out. Yeah, I really got.
We're on this side
yeah.
of the.
Well, I mean, okay, we're gonna do our homework, Nafisa. We will.
Yeah,
We will.
yeah.
And we'll follow up.
Help us. We'll come see it. So we are trying our best to raise this last 20%, which would get us exactly on point, back on schedule with everything, and our team members won't quit. They won't leave on us. So we're asking still for your donations. What is 20%? It's about 3,800. That's all that we're looking for right now. And we could stop asking and just continue on business. But please, we're using ZELLE, 470-729-9570. That's not right.
I think that's wrong.
470. You'll see it in the description, but you guys know it. I've been saying it so much. The Cash App is # residential tourist with an S at the end. PayPal is Ikawa Cafe. So please, anything you guys can do, we're going to revisit this again. How's your business in Rwanda? We telling you, we need some help.
We're moving. Well, we're still standing strong. And we're still moving steadily along. We're standing strong. Our knees are kind of like shaky as we stand.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get
We're
real
still
firm.
getting not as many death threats, but
We got no death threats.
no death threats.
Oh,
DEBT.
Debt.
But they're like, listen, baby. Bill collectors don't understand recession. They don't understand post-COVID. They don't understand rainy season. They don't understand drought. They don't understand none of that. They just, we trying to make it happen. We still struggling though. We're still struggling trying to get through this culture.
I don't like to use that term.
I don't know what you want to use.
I don't like to use
We're still fighting. It's for people, residential tourists, with an S at the end.
Is it the S at the end?
Yes. And there's, because it's
It'll
two
be
of
an
us.
option.
So I know I'll put the S.
Yeah, sometimes she don't.
I put the S because there's two people.
So Sister Colette wants
A cafe.
IKAWAKAFE. IKAWAKAFE.
Yep. I didn't know what came from there.
So many people,
Yeah.
so they can, make sure that the spelling is correct. Well, go ahead.
But even
Thank you, Sister Colette.
in the darkness, even trying to ask for help from the people. Yesterday or a couple days ago, I was at Ikawa Cafe, and the workers, my manager actually, she said that she could not believe. She said, "I can't believe that you guys support each other like that." And I was like, "Huh?"
Meaning
gathering financially. They couldn't believe it. They didn't think it was true. And I couldn't believe that she was saying that because here they do support each other, but not financially.
Well,
They will support each other. If one person cart fell in the street, the whole neighborhood will run and take care of it.
That's true. I've been witness. I had that experience. The car got stuck.
The car.
Everybody just came
Everybody
out.
come out and, a baby fall, the whole neighborhood. I mean, they gather around and they help you with everything that they have physically. Financially, they're not too quick to, unless maybe they just don't have it, but they're not going to be here. This will help you get this up and not look for something in return. So for here to actually have them witness and experience watching how we pull together as a community to make sure that we're still standing. And she thought that you guys were doing it just because of us, because we asked you. And I was like, no, baby. These people see the vision. They see Kawa Cafe. They see the people. They see what we're striving to do. And for a lot of people, we're hope for them. We're hope that they can come and relocate to wherever they want to relocate to and start a business and emerge into the community that is possible. And because we give them that glimpse of possibility, that glimpse of hope, they support that vision. So it's definitely not us because we're not worthy of any of it. But it's you guys. So we constantly keep trying to let them know they see you. They want to help you. They want to make sure that you get the opportunity in life to prosper, whether it's coming through Ecala Cafe or just meeting other expats that's coming in and networking with them.
Which
You
you
guys
have.
get the opportunity. Yes, so many expats have come and connected with the locals here, especially those at Ecala Cafe, and have helped to elevate them, whether it's in their career choice or their artistic choice or just putting them in the right hands. They have benefited,
Yeah.
not just because they know us, even though we're that pillar that I don't know, the heartbeat that connected all the veins. We you see the value in it. So we thank you guys for showing them that yeah, we do support our own. We do come together when we need to and make things happen. And that's just something we've always lived by. We've always strived to do it. We've always wanted to pay it forward. We always want to help young businesses and entrepreneurs just take those steps to make magic happen for them, to fulfill their dreams. So we appreciate everybody's effort that has done that for us so far. We've read the comments, some good, some bad.
None of it bad.
No,
None
some
of
good,
it
some
bad.
bad. Some good.
I don't take it. None of it bad because, you know, you have to take ownership. You have to take
You do.
ownership. So, I mean, we can't say that we've been perfect all the way through. We have not been, and not because we didn't strive or we're not striving to be, but we're learning. We're
No,
learning,
when I say bad, it's when for me, for us, we were taught we don't throw people away.
no,
So
no.
for me, it breaks my heart, and I understand when people say you got to downsize, but and we might have to downsize.
Yeah, I mean,
But the first
it's
thought
not a bad
isn't
thing.
throw people away. That's been there for you, kicking it out with you from the before you even open the doors. These are loyal employees that give everything to us,
We do.
everything to us. My first thought isn't throw them away. I'd rather close the doors than throw anybody away. And I just can't do that. So when I'm reading that, I'm like, ugh, that's just cold.
Well, I mean, it on sure because y- we have a we have a personal vested interest in them, uh, but we understand though. Business entity is a separate existence, and there's not much heart or consciousness when it comes to business. It's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So sister says she can't find it on PayPal.
It's at Ikawa, Ikawa, cafe with the K. I don't know if that's capitalized. AFE.
So sister Colette, we will
Yeah, if you send me your email address, I'll send you a PayPal link.
yeah, we'll make sure you get it correctly. Thank you for your diligence on that. At any rate,
Thank you.
so that's where we are with the Calvin Cafe. We're grateful for those who, even if you didn't give, whatever you gave,
Encouraging words.
encouraging,
Yeah.
or advice. Advice as you may have seen fit to give and have seen from your vantage point as being helpful. We receive it. We receive it all of it. So
Yeah.
we're grateful and we're thankful and
Everybody that submitted their resume to do our marketing, to connect with them, all of
yeah,
that.
all of that. We're grateful for it. We're grateful. So we're here in Rwanda, as you know. We're still in the midst of it all, trying to persevere with business. We live in trying to continue to make it a great living experience here in Rwanda. And it's a difference. It's a difference. Yes, ma'am, you're right. That's how we do. Sister Colette, I like Sister Colette. um, so, you can't help but, you know, stumble upon or come across or be presented with these differences.
Yeah.
Not to say, not to say that they are, bad or anything like that. It's just different, And so it's a constant like, okay, let me check myself,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I'm not making any snap judgments.
But it's unique though.
It is unique, and it makes it that's the adventure of it.
Yeah,
That's the
it's an
whole
adventure. You're like, because when we're coming from the States, a lot of us are taught that, and it's true, we were stripped of everything. Stripped of of our language, of our history, of our culture, of our religion. We were just stripped of everything. So we were taught something. And we were thinking, for me, I was thinking we didn't have a culture. We don't have our own culture.
We got a culture.
I know now.
We the copy culture.
I know now we have a
Copy
culture.
culture.
Because when we're here, we come to the continent. I'm not going to just say Rwanda, because even definitely in Tanzania as well.
Mm-hmm.
We come to the continent, we see that no, you guys have a culture because it's here. It's here. We're trying to learn their culture. They've already adopted ours.
So we trying to so we come here. We trying to get the the African garbs, and they walking down the street in Tim's and Kobe Bryant
Skinny
jersey,
jeans.
Laker jersey shirts.
I'm at Ikawa telling people, what, pull your pants up. Why am I looking at your butt? Get your pants up, boy.
Oh, they got Tim's. I'm like,
Man.
how would I have known that they'll be rocking Timberlands in Kigali, Rwanda?
Man, the sagging pants, all of that.
Oh,
Now
my
the ladies stay fly. The ladies
God.
definitely stay
No,
fly.
all of them do.
The
All
guys
of
do
them.
too.
Yeah, they all do.
I just don't understand the saggy butt, the
It ain't. It's
sagging
not,
pants.
Listen, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it is in the States.
All
You
of
might
them are
find-
Ikawa Cafe.
Well, you know.
I said, Chef, why am I looking at your butt? You're just gonna laugh. I'm not laughing, boy.
Yeah, they,
What?
yeah.
So
But I don't think that's for fashion. I think this just anyway, that's a whole
no,
story.
that's a fact. When I think I asked John. So why am I looking? He said the Black Americans do it, and they gone. What? What do you mean?
Noella, oh, how are you? Good morning to you. Yeah, I'm glad you called it too. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. Thank you for coming on. We were just finishing thanking everybody that has helped us in our dark period again.
Helping.
That is helping
Present.
us. We're at
Present.
80% of our goal. We're still collecting donations for anybody that can help. I submitted the information in the comments on how you can do that. So we're going to do try to do just 10 bizarre things.
I don't want to say bizarre, but 10 things that
10
we
things. It's bizarre to me. It's
we didn't
10
know.
things that we just didn't know.
didn't know. But before that, just want to acknowledge the comment Sister Colette asked about are we learning Kinyarwanda.
Go ahead. Show him, baby.
We are.
Yeah. Go ahead, because he
We
tries
are.
to show me off.
If,
I know the Rwandan foods.
Yeah, I don't know all of that stuff. There,
Right.
But,
Right.
but we are learning. In fact, our moms take lessons twice a week. So
Yeah.
they're learning. And they've taken the time to be able to learn, and we're learning as well. But not necessarily in a structured sense. Oh, thank you, Sister Colette. Blessings to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We're
The
grateful.
supporters, man.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what that was. I did not believe. I didn't know what the supporters were.
We thank you very much.
But when people don't even know you, and they just tap in and they just
That's God all day.
all day,
That's God.
all day, you just feeding into our goals, our mission, and just believing in us. That's a lot to take on.
Yeah.
And we do not, man, we appreciate
You
every,
don't take that lightly. No, you really don't.
especially because we're doing this for our team. We tell them all the time, we can walk away, but because of you guys, we keep standing. So we thank you for blessing us to bless them.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Your blessing us helps us to bless them.
That's true. That's it.
Thank
right
you.
there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, what's you guys when at home they tell us that, especially for women, not too much anymore, but back in the day they'll say black women don't work out, black people don't work out. We lazy, we eat, we sloppy, blah blah blah. We do not work out. This is what they tell us in the States,
I
right?
ain't never heard that.
I did in classes. That's just like a myth.
Sister said, I just want some chicken and red.
When I get
Yeah,
there,
of
wash my
course.
hands.
Listen, we're gonna sprinkle it. We're gonna sprinkle it just right for you. We're gonna make sure it's
Yep,
just right for you.
I'm telling you, it's
When you
Southern
come.
style. We do our best
Yeah,
with what we have.
yeah. We'll make
We
it
do
just
our
right for
best.
you. Absolutely.
So here in Rwanda, and I'm talking about this street alone, we find that Rwandans work out all day,
It worked out.
all day, running, doing resistant training, strength training, running up the hill, down the hill, backwards, sideways, skipping. And the key thing is, half of them got on flip flops,
No,
flip
I don't
flops,
think those.
or Crocs, and they still out here
I don't think
training.
those are the ones that's training.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, we got you, Noel. Yes.
they're training. I don't know what they're training for. I think a good idea, because we know the Kenyans, they actually have track and field. And
Listen, yeah, you ain't gonna, yeah, you're not gonna beat no Kenyan in a
I
long
don't
distance run.
listen. I don't know. Kenyans don't have these hills.
How you know?
I don't know.
You don't
I
know.
don't know. But
Shoot.
the Rwandans, they be out. They be out here running all day. I think they running through the night. I'll go to the bathroom. I might look out the window. I'm like, is he out there running? And they in the middle of the street, they'll just start doing stomach crunches. They'll just do some push-ups. Cars got to go around them because they just doing their thing in the middle of the street. It's mind blowing. I'm like, what are they doing? When we first seen it, we thought they were just laying down in the street, and we were like, no, they are working out.
Working out. They work out. Man.
They work
do.
out. And then I'm reading, they do the night run.
Mhm.
They're in talks of making the night run a monthly ordeal
Monthly.
instead of just having it once whenever they have it.
Yeah, they do. They got the bike. You're right. That bike thing.
Yeah, they
for
do have
sure.
the bike tours from Germany and all of them
It has
come up
the.
here.
Was it? I think last year, maybe doing it again. They have the Tour de France. They had the Tour de Rwanda with the bike. And in these hills, we actually happened. We were able to catch where we were at that particular time, trying to leave out. Caught. They had to stop the traffic because they were coming through, and we were able to have an eyewitness on that. And it's really interesting. So it's a healthy country.
It is.
It's a healthy country.
And then like Saturday mornings where we were in this other area, you'll see the military running 6 o'clock in the morning, calling cadence, waking up everybody. All of them, they're just running in step, up hills, all day. Not all day, but first thing in the morning.
Thing in the morning.
And you'll hear it. Like we could wake up on Saturday morning, we hear them out there.
No. It's during the week.
Yeah, but I hear it
Like on
sometimes during the
Mondays.
week too, on
Monday
Mondays. Yeah.
morning, calling cadence.
Mhm.
It's nice.
It's
Though.
nice. They don't play, and it's funny because you look out there, you'll see children running up beside them trying to keep up with the troops, and I'm like, okay. So the military, everybody, they just stay fit, and it's even the mamas. They be making me look bad. Not our mamas, but
Well,
our bougie American mamas.
you
No,
know,
not them.
my mother-in-law, she does the key. What is it?
Kichong.
Chong.
Yeah,
and Mama One Africa. And
Yeah, those moms, they be
Maisha,
working
for
out.
our friend who's friends with Maisha, they do the Kichong.
And they are going to the gym once or twice a week. And his mamas from here in Africa, from Rwanda, and other expats, they all get together at the gym. So she said they're about 60 and up crew, and they be working it out. She's like, that man tried to kill me. They come home talking about how the man tried to kill him, or the lady tried to kill him. I'm like, okay. Well,
But so they walk like distances, like it's like not a. You'll see it's a heavy pedestrian. I don't know how you would say it.
it's an outside environment.
I mean, people they're not intending to quote unquote work out. They just walk. They walk places. They walk. You'll see it. It's very common that they will, anywhere you'll see them walking. For whatever reason, maybe I don't know whatever reason, but it's heavily. How I don't want to say saturated, I guess you could say, with walkers and pedestrians and so forth and so on. So that ended up, and these, I mean, somewhere in where you're going to hit a hill. I don't know, it may not be a big hill, but it's going to be some type of incline.
But going up it, walking it, it's a big hill. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, wait a minute.
It stretches.
Catch your breath a little bit, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
So the other thing for me is mind blowing. It's normal, probably. It's probably a good thing, but for me, it's mind blowing. Look, can you show him?
If he ain't working out, he's just running.
You hear that? He need to see that.
He got shovels in his hand. He
Shovels in
going to
his
work.
hand, backpack, flip flops
He
on.
got flip. I don't know if y'all can hear the flippity flap. But they move. They do it. They get it done.
He don't even like he taking a breath.
It's true. That's the part for me.
easy.
It's like
They
no
be
puffing and no
gone.
puffing. They just
Holding heavy shovels. He like, I'm late. Let me run. The second one is, I have not met a Rwandan yet that likes cheese.
her and this cheese.
What? I'm like, what do you mean you don't like cheese? Now, cheese isn't really a thing here, so it's new for them. They're tasting something new. They're tasting something creamy, and everybody, I always be like, here, taste this, taste this. They always be like, no, Jana. I recently have discovered some cheese from Germany that's just started coming in. I'm so happy. Y'all know, if y'all really been following us, you know my plight with the lack of cheese or quality cheese. I'm getting it. You see my face is filling back out. I'm getting the cheese. And the Rwandans do not like cheese.
Well, within our sphere of experience.
Look, if you're Rwandan and you're on here, please let me know. Do you like cheese? What is it about the cheese you don't like? I love cheese. So that's the second one. That's just a little silly, but this is interesting, though. Number 3. People will say that a lot of these African countries are poor countries. And it depends on the standards that is rich in your mind. Because Rwanda's not a poor country, in my opinion.
In her opinion.
At all. There's places and there's areas like anywhere else in the world where it's poverty or there's less resources over there. But as far as the country is concerned, some of these Rwandans, what we see, BMWs and... So,
okay, all right, qualify it. Meaning, I don't want to classify it as a poor country, but comparatively, when you're thinking of European countries or the Western, it would be classified as such. However, there are, as she was just saying, has witnessed people in Rwanda who have money. So there are people who, get in the bag for sure, and the whip they drive is like.
I'll be looking at them like, hey, can I, what?
I mean,
what do you do?
so
Teach me.
there's success here.
Mm-hmm.
And these, we're not talking about expats. We're talking about local natives who are Rwandan. They got the bag. So that's for sure. That's for sure.
For sure. So, but when you're talking to some of the older Rwandans, what meant wealth before this metro change took over? What's the word? Whatever.
I'm just. I'm the grammar police.
Yeah, he started making me stutter. I'm like, that's not right. Okay, so before this changeover, wealth meant how many cows you had. You were considered wealthy if you had more than a certain amount of cows.
I think it's still there. It's still there.
But not from the metro area.
Well,
don't bring no cows in the metro area.
But yeah.
So for a bride price, dowries are concerned. If it was just a farmhand, a woman from the countryside, they would maybe give you maybe 2 cows for a bride price. That was a good dowry for a sister. But if it was maybe you're approaching a farmer, a man with a lot of land, or a big a big man in the countryside or whatever, you have to come with some cows. The more cows, the more valuable the bride is. The more, even like some of my studies will show if she was educated. If she was an educated bride, she went to university or school, you have to come with some real cows. So Auntie told him that you give her at least 20 cows for her dowry. This is what he did.
Yeah, I'm poor. Accept me as I am.
I'm still waiting on my cows.
It's coming.
On our 15-year anniversary, can I have my cows?
You'll have it. Yep. In year 15, you'll have a whole pasture.
How many?
A whole pasture.
How many cows am I worth?
A whole pasture. I'm saying it. Cows, filled with cows.
So not how much land they have or how big your house is. No. How many cows do you have?
So for us, when I say us, meaning the average individual who is not accustomed to that particular concept or cultural whatever, it's almost like doesn't mean anything. However, learning, having listened and witnessed a lecture by the honorable minister, and he spoke of the significance of the cow, and that I don't know if this is across the globe, but in some places the cow represents one cow, if you will, represents 10 industries. The value of a cow, it represents 10 industries, meaning that from the cow there are so many different products that is usable, manufactured from the cow. So when I learned that, I'm like, okay, all right, now I see. Now, what did our sister say? I missed it.
Well, Nafisa said, have you tried camel milk? So this part of Rwanda is not desert. It's not dry. We don't have camels here.
I think it's just a general question.
No, we don't have camel. We're not importing camel milk in here.
That we know of.
Mm-mm.
No.
They do here. It's fermented milk. They like fermented milk
Yeah,
here.
almost like a yogurt like.
Yeah, and I can't get past the smell,
And
so
they
I
have-
haven't tried it yet.
They have milk is a big thing here culturally. They have milk bars.
Mm-hmm.
They sit around and drink milk. However,
Mm-hmm.
with the it's a very common thing. You know, at the Kawa Cafe we have the last queen, Queen Jaconda, pictured. You know, when you enter, and it. Long story short, you know, she would invite the locals into the palace, and she would serve them milk. It's a big gesture. It's
Yeah.
a big gesture. So
Milk is life.
yeah. So cows. So you see the value. You begin to see. Oh, okay. I understand now. You know the value of the cow. Why it reflects wealth, because it can take you a long way.
Mm-hmm.
It can.
So the number 4.
4 or 3? On 3 or 4?
We're on number 4.
All right, number 4.
So we're from 2 different areas. Growing up, he's a city boy. I'm a suburbanite. In the suburbs.
Oh, I say suburb.
Well, I'm not gonna say country girl.
It ain't country.
What is it? Don't.
All right.
He always want me to be
All right,
abusive.
suburban.
As my brothers eat, they might trade me
As
for a
much
cow.
as my brothers eat.
Oh.
Oh, they might try. Listen, she loves meat,
I love the lamb.
and the cow will meat.
But the crazy thing is, if I didn't eat meat, I would be part of PETA. But we're gonna get into that because there's a part in here. But cows are probably one of the only animals that's not cute to me. Their eyes, we're like, okay, no mind.
Only? I don't know about
There's
that.
not too many animals I don't think is beautiful. Cows and rats. Well, cows isn't slimy. I'll pet a cow, but rats. But anyway,
Anybody know rat?
so no, I'm saying it's not cute. It's not beautiful. So number 4, in the suburbs, you could beep a horn every now and then, but at a certain time of the evening, like
I don't
you
know
just
what
don't
she
beat the
do.
horn.
Listen.
You don't wake people up out of their sleep.
I grew up with all kind of noise.
He likes it. Beep 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 beep. I'm like,
I'm not saying I like it. I'm just used to it. All hours, day, it didn't matter. It's just what it was. So if she struggling.
it makes me so angry. We laying in the bed, beep beep. I'm like, what the? Who does this? The beeping of the horn all night. Open the gates.
That's how they do.
That's how they do. But beep beep. I mean, and they'll keep beep beep beep. I'm like, get out the car and ring the bell. Horn. Him. Just be knocked out.
Yeah, they go.
It's music to his ears. Wakes me up, and I'm mad.
I hear it, but it's like, you know what you gonna do?
I want to go out there and fight him.
And what's that gonna do? This is a countrywide.
I want to go out there and fight him. Oompa. Why are you beeping the horn in the middle of the night?
No, they just gonna do it. So they'll be done in a second.
In the second.
I'm not gonna lose a few seconds of sleep because of some horns.
It wakes me up. I'm like, all right. I quit sleep sometimes. I just quit.
Same thing in the Caribbean.
Beeping horns all night.
You know, see, Los Angeles horns all. Yeah, see, I know. Where I grew up, it was like, listen, it's just what it was. It was whatever. It would be someone yelling.
I can't stand it.
Gunshots, whatever it was.
You could be in the
It
most
was
beautiful
something.
neighborhood. I'm like, am I in the ghetto? What is this beeping all night?
It's a quiet area though.
It's very quiet. Well, yeah, it's very quiet.
Just the occasional,
But there's a Miss Robinson. Say she's on day 4 here in Kigali. We haven't seen her yet.
Miss Robinson.
I don't understand, Miss Robinson. Have you been to Ikawa Cafe?
Welcome.
This is the store of your people.
Store of your people.
Store of your people. Come, let us give you
She
our
may have been.
hospitality.
She may have. We're not there every day, so she.
If
may.
you have, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. But you're
What
welcome.
did you think?
Welcome you to Rwanda. You're welcome to Ikawa Cafe. Anything that we could do and within our means and our power, we want to help you. Happy to. See? You know what? I'm gonna tell you, Miss Robinson. Listen. I knew that you might have been the one because yesterday we were at Ikawa, and our server Ronnie told us. He told us about you, but he couldn't altogether remember your name.
How do you know she's the one?
Because what she just said, she wanted the state.
Oh,
right.
okay.
And Ronnie told me about that. And we're so happy that you had a great experience and you enjoyed the food.
And Ronnie was there.
And Ronnie was there, our guy.
Ronnie's our smoozer. He's
So
gonna make you
thank
feel like you're the best customer that ever on the planet.
And sincerely.
He be for real.
He's
was
very
like,
sincere
That's
with
how
it.
he got us. He told us that this was the best day of his life. The day we went to this Indian restaurant where he was working at. You people, come. This is the best day of my life.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming, and we look forward to your return. And we aim to make your experience consistent as a good one. So thank you very much. Thank you.
So every night in the States, most people will turn on the news at 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock news. Here, you turn on the tweet. Twitter or texting.
YouTube.
We got a text the other day from the police department. My heart dropped. I'm like, dang, it's in Kinyarwanda, so we have to take a minute to go through a
I
translation.
gotta copy and paste and put it in the Google Translate.
And my heart's pounding like, what happened? Did you run a light? Something happened? What's going on? And
It's the trauma.
the trauma. I'm like, did you hit and run? Did somebody break any power?
See,
Why are they tweeting?
This is my first hearing that this is what
I'm trying to be real calm. I kept looking up like, what it say? But what it say though? What it say? Send it to somebody. Send it to Giselle. Let her tell her.
It's okay.
I'm
I got
gonna
it.
Google it.
I got it. Let me get the translate.
Some doggone water main break in another part of the district somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The water main broke and they were turning the water off.
Yeah, just giving you a heads up. Like this route here. Don't go this way on this date at this time because there's some construction or something.
Or don't become a waste act because we know the water's off. Okay, I'm telling you.
So
But-
they give you a heads up, which is
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool, but that's where you're gonna get your news at, on your Momo phone, or you're gonna go and look on Twitter. Like our MTN was down, and we were trying to figure out why can't we send money to these two whatever. It was frustrating. It was going on all day. He's like, well, check Twitter, check the news,
You gonna find out.
so we could find out
You
what's
gonna
going
find out.
on.
Yeah.
You're not turning on no TV. They're not there's no, I don't know if there's a news channel or not. Their news is actually on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, so YouTube is their TV. That's another one that I had on there, so I'll just jump right to it. But YouTube is the TV. It is.
It is.
The news channel is on YouTube. The weather channel is on their YouTube. The entertainment or whatever's going on, you're gonna find it on YouTube. That's where you're gonna find your news at.
They do have a local. Because we don't watch it naturally. Because naturally we don't understand it. But they do have a local network. But I don't know all the ins and outs of it.
YouTube.
So they
YouTube. That's where how they find out about
That's
the
tr-
Black Americans.
That's right.
YouTube.
Sister Colette said that's true. Even in the States, we look at YouTube.
You look at YouTube. Wait,
Hey,
we're
look.
not complaining because that's where you're looking at. Is
Listen.
that news brought to you right here from my dad.
YouTube, listen, YouTube has become the pocket saver. You get all your entertainment. You can get the tea whatever. You can get all that you need, the music you can get without having to shell out all of that, those unnecessary
There's no
dollars.
monthly fees to check on
Because when you
YouTube.
think about it, I mean, really, you get this package, this Comcast, this Comcast package,
Over, what were you paying, like $180 a month?
and about 75% of the channels
You don't even
you
look
don't
at.
even look at.
Mm-mm.
I'm with you on that, Miss Colette. You look, you don't need regular TV because you gonna certain days you gonna watch your certain channels, or not even channels, certain channels with certain programs, and outside of that, it's like you're not watching nothing. The news is too depressing.
Right.
So you can only get about 10 minutes.
You only
Maybe
take
not
10
even
until
10
you start
minutes.
getting afraid, like
And
looking
you
out the
like,
window,
listen,
like,
let me shut this
are you
off.
still out there? Oh Lord, turn this off. Y'all got me afraid of the dark.
So
Yeah, New Times is on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if it's a regular TV
No.
channel.
it's YouTube, all of the different social media platforms,
Yeah, Twitter.
You know,
You can find New Times on
Twitter,
Twitter.
on Instagram.
Mhm.
So it's really kind of smart because
It's smart.
you'll spend more time on your phone
Yeah.
than you will hitting that remote button and watching TV. So
Yeah.
that's really brilliant.
Yeah. So this is this is something new, and it's kind of funny. It's not funny. It's funny because I look YouTube and streaming channels. I know what's going on locally unless I talk to my mom. Yeah. I go on to the live stream in Atlanta probably once a week, just so I can catch up real quick, see what's going on. My daughter's still in Atlanta, so I gotta make sure there's no terrorists or no serial killers walking around, or she's not headed for some kind of crazy. Oh, they just had a tornado hit yesterday, but she was texting me, so I guess she's okay. I go and check that type of stuff maybe once a week on the live stream that we have with our Fire Stick. But outside of that, even in Atlanta, no. That was like putting on the darkest Law and Order you could possibly put on.
The real live Law and Order.
Yeah. So here, back in the day, the older people would say, these new mamas of today, boy, y'all don't know how to do nothing. I'm watching and observing the new mamas, and we have one of our home team members had a baby. We call it our grandson, and they have a baby, and they'll nurse the baby,
In the house is the big, yeah, go ahead.
and then just go on and bounce the baby around. And I'm like, wait, you gotta belch the baby, burp the baby, and I'm teaching them how to burp the baby. The baby's burping. Now the baby's happy. He can eat some more. And I'm thinking, why she don't know how to birth the baby? So I was talking to, and I'm thinking maybe it's just her. So I'm talking to some other team members, and they never heard of this concept either. So I'm saying to my husband, like, I wonder if it's something that just we're taught to burp your baby while they're nursing, after they nursing and so forth.
Yeah, she knows that, Sister Colette.
What?
She's on it faithfully. That's her show.
No, it's not on Peacock. Don't go on Peacock. You have to go on the Prime, Amazon Prime, and then you can watch the new Law and Orders, which there's a new one up right now that comes out on
So Sister Colette,
Thursdays.
When you come, that's your Law and Order buddy.
Yeah, you can watch Law and Order on Thursdays on Prime. But for me here, for some reason, they make me pay $2, and I do it because I have to stay up to date on my Law and Order. I have not missed one episode. That's for you, but no, but now, no, or organized crime. Stabler houses, organized crime, which is becoming more interesting than SVU lately. Yes, so Amazon Prime, that's how you watch that here.
Anyway,
but
Law and Order.
So Belgian babies is not a thing. They don't know that. They don't know that. So, which leads me to the culture of the moms when they're nursing the babies up to like 2 years. They go to work with their children.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's really amazing.
It's expected. So don't come here thinking, why you got your baby with you? That's how they're not pumping. They don't want to pump. They don't know what that is. That's offensive. When my mom keeps trying to ask, do you want to pump? She's like, a what? And she's telling her, oh no, my baby will get me. That's it.
Which is beautiful. Beautiful.
So they bring their babies to work on their back or in the front, whatever. They might bring a little pallet for the baby, but the baby's coming to work with them.
You see it.
Yeah, you'll see it.
You see it, and it's beautiful that that's the way that it is. That they have culturally, and which is part of the way it is, that they don't have that whole separation of where you have to separate being a parent and everything is there. It's all inclusive, and
you usually get 12 weeks of maternity leave,
right.
And then you have to throw your baby in a daycare. The mother's going through postpartum because there's a separation anxiety. Right. You're scared, especially this time in life over there. They're afraid someone's going to steal their baby, hurt their baby, injure the baby. Now you got to worry about pumping. Are they getting enough milk? Or you got to go and put them on formula and all kinds of stuff. Over here, no. Your baby is coming to work with you for at least those first 2 years. And maybe even beyond. Because, after that point, the baby's accustomed to being with you. And whoever they're working with, they're used to the baby. But those first 2 years, don't be looking at her like, why are you bringing your baby to work, child? She's going to figure out how to make it happen.
Right. Some jobs, all jobs are not like that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't do it. Yeah, corporate style.
Well, yeah, those jobs, they're probably not.
Right. But you do get, you get a good maternity leave time to be able to. But it's just a beautiful thing to be able to witness that they support that. They support, moms.
Yeah. So the other one is, we already did that one. We done exceeded 10 probably.
You got the.
I think it's neat though. You can see police cars. You'll see the lights. You never hear the sirens. I don't even know if it works. They had a.
We're told that. Well, I don't know about with the police, but with the ambulance, you'll know when it is absolutely a major situation when you hear it. If it's not a major, and I don't know what they classify as major or not, but when it's not like major, then you'll just see the lights. But to hear it is something serious, it's major.
But the thing is, you notice though, when a police car comes, even with the lights, nobody moves for them.
That's true.
We be like, even the ambulances, I'm like, oh my God, somebody could be dying in there. Nobody moves.
Right, they don't have that, okay, move over, stop, let them pass.
None of that.
get through it. I'm like, I hope this person ain't dying.
You might see somebody cut in front of the ambulance, like, move, you too slow. I'd be like, what the? There's no 911 is a joke. What? they need to use the sirens. I'm sorry. I'm like, I need to write somebody, President. Excuse me. I need the sirens because people don't nobody move for the cops. This one want to pull over. He want to move to the side. I'm like, that's not what they do here.
Y'all on this, listen. Y'all on this Law and Order. Y'all gonna have to do a sidebar.
Yeah, listen. It's either $2.99 or you pay for like the $20 for the whole season, the whole the whole series. If you over here, just do it. I just pay.
She don't have to do that over there.
Over there, no, but over here I pay the $2.99 because I'm not paying. But we don't have cable. But imagine the cable bill, or $2.99 times 3. I might pay $12, $18 for the season, something like that. That's how I look at it in my head. But I ain't missing an episode. I'm missing an episode. Oh, this is so important.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is.
This is so important. The dog culture here.
Oh my gosh.
The dog culture.
It's an easy fix for that. Go ahead.
So if they be making me tap into the little drop of Mzungu blood that I have when I'm hearing these dogs, because I feel like they are being mistreated. I'm like,
They just don't.
why are they putting the dogs out? When we first came, many times I had to fight tears because I swear I'm hearing dogs being mistreated.
They not. They not.
Because I'm hearing, I hear puppies, like real high pitched, like someone's attacking it or beating it. And I'm like, why are they putting the dogs out at night?
They watch dogs.
But that's not what we do. Like, I wouldn't even understand why that dog not in the house sleep. Where's the doggy bed?
I'm watching.
I'm waiting. I'm looking for this type of, what is going on? And why are there dogs here? And I just never even thought about there's gonna be some dogs. It'd be the little chihuahuas, pomegranate, all those little guys. Not chihuahua. I have not seen a chihuahua here, but they have these dogs. But they throw them outside at night to join the dog choir, and I don't understand.
Brother Wendell, salam. Good to see you always, brother.
So the other day I'm at this plant place, and there's this tiny little puppy. It couldn't be no more than 8 to 10 weeks old. And the man is dragging the puppy down the street with like a plastic makeshift collar, just a rope, plastic around his neck. And I'm like, I couldn't even focus no more. I'm like, why is he doing that? Why is he dragging a dog? What is he doing? I know and the dog is like this. And I'm trying to tell the guy, what? I'm not.
I couldn't catch it, but I caught some of it. Who was that, sister?
Yeah, she said, I have to go now, but I want to say that you two have a big heart, and I love how you're bringing people up with you. You will always be blessed. I will continue to check in. Blessings to you all. Sister Danielle Armstead.
Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that. We do. And we're humbled by it. We give thanks and praise to the Most High for sure. And I'll say it like this. It takes one to know one. So all the same to you. Thank you so much, for sure.
And I second that.
Yes.
But the dog culture, like they not, even like if you try to pet the dogs that they're trying to sell you, the dogs aren't really used to human contact like that. Like holding a dog and petting a dog.
I got an answer for that.
So they're not really used to, and I'm like, oh, these poor dogs, these poor babies. But we went to another province a couple months ago. To sisters, if they go in there, they know. We went a couple months ago, and we went and we were like, we're gonna get some lunch while we're out here, and the guide was like, no, don't get lunch on this side. And I'm like, why? Shoot, we hungry, and we had to get on the boat to go to the other side. He said, well, on this side, they eat dog meat. And I was like, oh,
So that's from one source. So we don't
he lives
know.
there.
He lives on that side. But
He's a tour guide. He lives there. He knows his people.
yeah, that might. But that could be just.
Whatever. He said it. I wasn't thinking it. I'm like, not this side of Africa. No, he said they eat dog meat over there. Okay. Well, thank you for telling me. I did not eat for the rest of the day. I'm like, I'll eat when I get home. This is not happening. But 'cause I can't even imagine it. So the dog culture is a lot different here. And it's funny because you would talk to Mama One, and she shared her experience in Ghana. How they kept stealing her dog, and she would walk up and find it, and he was on the barbecue grill.
He said, "Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you."
And so I'm thinking, okay, in West Africa, they eat dog over there. We don't want to go over there just because of that.
No, we go. It's probably a small percentage. Listen.
Just depends. If you're in the village, if you're in the rural areas, meat is meat for some people, and I understand that.
I mean, but
it's just hard because I'm an animal lover.
But
and I eat meat.
She's an animal lover, but listen.
And I thank them.
When she goes to the Marriott and get that chicken piccata, she's not thinking about.
Well, chickens aren't really cute.
Right.
If they're a cute animal, then I can't eat it. Chickens aren't cute. But that ain't true because lambs are cute.
See?
Man,
so
I want lamb so bad.
This is selective eating.
I'm a part member of PETA. In my mind, I'm a member of PETA.
She's half.
Yeah, boy.
Nothing. Anyway, here's. So here. Look, my thing is, listen. You set yourself up with these dogs.
What?
Because if you didn't domesticate the dog, you wouldn't have this affinity.
Well, the dog was supposed to be domesticated.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It's not. So, if you don't create this bond
well,
by way of domestication, then this wouldn't even be an issue.
Why not?
I know some of you dog lovers out there are giving me the gas face right now. But
I'm going to start a PETA here in London.
She's gonna have.
They're gonna kick us out the country.
It's gonna be. It's not gonna be a full PETA. It's gonna be a
half PETA. You don't have to be a vegetarian. And so I'm in these expat Facebook groups, and some of the other persuasion people, they're on there talking about the dog issue, and they're upset. And so the locals will come on and tell them, "Well, get out of our country."
There you go. That's right. Hey. Get to stepping.
I was like, it was like, don't impose your culture on us.
But you listen. So
it's like, okay, never mind.
But here's the interesting thing, right? So, like going back to what you were saying about the noise, right, of the dog. This is my observation. Those dogs, right? Those are dogs that were probably. Can't say for sure, but I'm almost 100% were brought here, right? So the dogs that are quote unquote native dogs, if you will, here, I promise you, I have never heard a native dog bark.
Only at nighttime when they join the choir.
No, they not native dogs. These are dogs that were brought here. I have no, and if that's the case, it's because they're like, okay, this is new. What's going on? And they're being influenced by the expat dogs that come.
They're. I'm telling you.
They're so listen. The dogs that are native, they're so casual, easygoing.
Yeah, they're all docile.
They're very.
I've never heard of a dog bite here or
none of that.
There's no pit bulls in the country. Period. There's no pit bulls. They're not allowed to come into the country.
See.
And then even if you bring dogs in the country, remember with the family that was coming over from Uganda, they make them have a dog passport, dog vaccination schedule, dog record, everything. You gotta, that dog is a person
That's too much.
that you bring over. You're not gonna be overpopulating the country of Rwanda
Yeah,
with the dogs.
With a bunch of dogs.
But they over here though. Good God.
Anyway, that's her.
But it's part of the dog fire. So don't plan on having smooth sleep if you are a suburbanite like myself, with the dog fire and the cars beeping all night. So the cars will come and go beep beep, and that is the conductor to start the dog fire. Beep beep. The whole thing.
Oh my God.
And he's just snoring, and I'm just like, oh, who can I write? Who do I call? Who do I talk to?
What you gonna do? Ain't nothing you
I'm
can
gonna
do.
tell him something. Tell him something. Oh, we did that one. Dog culture. Okay. And the other thing is, oh my God. In my research before I came, it said that the Rwandan people are they're quiet people.
Not really.
It says they're quiet people, and I was like, oh, I hope I'm not gonna be too loud and boisterous, because we be getting it in this house. We be yelling and fussing and blah,
Don't
blah,
say
blah.
we. It ain't we. Cause I'll be having like. Could y'all
Well,
bring
he'll
it
just
down?
put on his little earbuds and try to act like he's watching something, but it's women. We got 5 women and females in this house. But they say the Rwandan people are so quiet. My observation, the Rwandan people are so loud. Extremely loud.
They're not that loud.
They'll be on the phone. Nobody can have the phone up to the ear. This don't exist. It's speaker. Real loud. Francois, she cooks for our family. We're upstairs, she's downstairs in the kitchen, and I have to yell down the steps, Francois, please, take the speaker off the phone. All I hear is, BT. At first I'm thinking, is somebody, we got a fight? What's going on? Is someone aggressing somebody? No. They be jogging down the street with like Radio Raheem. Music on the shoulder. I'm talking about 5 o'clock in the morning. Especially on a Sunday. Loud gospel music on the shoulder, jogging, and it just wakes you right up like, what is
I'm
it?
already up. So.
What? No, that's after you go back to sleep. And it's
But
loud.
I'm up.
Loud. Even to me, the flip-flops are loud. Y'all don't hear these loud flip-flops this early in the morning.
So that stuff for me is like, okay, I like the activity of life. I like that. I like to hear people out and about. Oh, Brother Wyndham, yeah, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Really, here in Rwanda, as far as temperature is concerned, it doesn't really get that hot. Morning times are cool. It's like, all right, put it like this. Morning times are like the fall in the States.
Yeah, we got 4 seasons
We
in the
have every morning, for sure, you're going to need a jacket or a sweater or something to have on. Now, during the course of the day, it gets higher, but not as high. I mean, I think it may, and not for a long period of time.
You might
Because
get 2 hours.
yeah, maybe, yeah, where it gets like hot, but not overbearingly hot, not like Zanzibar hot or Abu Dhabi hot. It's not gonna get that hot
No.
at all.
The highest it might go is like 85.
Yeah, something like that, 85.
In
But
the
then
dry season, maybe 88.
and it'll drop. Now, if it's an all day rain affair, yeah, it's gonna be cool. You're gonna definitely need something. I thought hoodie. You see, my wife got a hoodie on right now because it's early in the morning, and it's a nice calm breeze. But earlier it was a little chill on it. So, but right now it's comfortable. We're early. What
Yeah, I'm
time
ready to
is
come
it?
out the hoodie. So.
Yeah, it's you feel it warming up. We're still in the rainy season, but it has not rained as much. Yeah, it has not. We've been getting a lot of, like it rained last night or yesterday evening. But we'll get a lot of threatening rain, and it just passed on over.
Yeah, it just makes them loud. I mean, the thunder be for real, because we're in the mountains, right? So I guess the sound is like massive. Like you be looking like, okay.
Got that reverb on it. got the woofer kick. That's just a woofer kick.
I have to like fight myself from running. Like I'm gonna hide. It's too loud.
But you know what? It's not necessarily that for me that really. But when that wind, sometimes the wind will whip through. Like you think, like I think I'm like the wind sometimes can come so. Since we've been here, we've experienced this. Not lately, but we experienced the wind will whip through so strong. You think it's about to be. It is a tornado. And I've asked, has they ever had a tornado?
We'll probably classify it as a tornado, but
they've never had one. That, from what I'm told, they don't have tornadoes either. There's no tornadoes. But that wind, when it really kicks up, let it get you. But yeah, so I hope I answered your questions.
But while you're on that, the other one I had was the best driving time. When we think when it rains, we be so happy when it rains. You're like, crazy. Yes, let's go to the store. Because, and we've been told this from many different locals, that Rwandans do not like the rain. They do not like the water. I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, when it rains, they'll get scared.
They get off the street, and y'all done heard the videos where I'm telling you I can't deal with the crazy driving.
So you got a clear shot.
Smooth. Only people you see out there is expats, and we're like, then they'll be huddled up underneath for like the bus stops or in the. He be driving like. Oh, and my blood pressure is low, and I'm like, yes, please keep raining. I'm so happy when it rains. And we're trying to drive.
Listen, you only got a short window.
You do. You better get there in that 10-minute time frame because that rain is going to stop.
Yeah, you got a short window, and sure enough, when that joker slows up,
the motor
making their way, and they coming out, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Get it while the getting is good.
Yep. 10 to 15 minutes, that's it.
That's it.
And I think we've talked about this before, but the last thing on my list, we're at like number 14, 15, so
add it to the
I'm good
list.
thing we didn't put it on the title, the 10 things you didn't know about.
We did.
Oh. Well, 5 of them you might have already known.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it. But the no doctor's offices. You cannot just say, oh, let me go to the doctor. You want to go to the doctors, you're going to the hospital, for sure. Just forget about it. You have to go and sit in the hospital. And we've talked about that, we know that. But what is mind-blowing to me, and I only use the team members at Ikawa Cafe, every single ouchie, every boo-boo,
It's true.
every, I got indigestion, oh, my stomach hurt, oh, my head hurt. I got every single thing. I'll get a text coming into the group. Such and such went to the doctors today. Their stuff, they weren't feeling good. We get to the job. What was wrong with you? Why you go to the doctors? I was eating tomatoes last night in my chest. This is yesterday. Big baby. I'm not gonna say his name, but I talk about him all the time. So he went to the hospital because he had indigestion. And I'd be like, what? What the heck, boy? Why? Why you can't just text me and I can tell you to put a little Colgate toothpaste in your mouth and then it'll settle your stomach, or drink a little apple cider vinegar? Why did you go and waste all that time in the hospital? I don't understand. And we hear about lack of medical care, or so they tell us, because we see on TV, they always show the NGOs and the nurses and all them out there in these countries, and they're trying to give them medical care that doesn't exist. Well, here in Rwanda, the way you would see racetrack and Quick Trip everywhere is how you'll see pharmacies and clinics.
Everywhere.
Pharmacies and clinics / hospitals everywhere. Every I don't. It's too many.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, I have my thoughts about that, because when you think of medical care or just care in general, the extent of your care is based on the level of knowledge that you have, right? So you can only, if you don't have, which is what we're experiencing. I think that this is what a part of what the benefit of being here as diasporas or expats is that we offer a certain level of knowledge where they don't have. Like, so using that example, if they were aware of that, okay, there are certain foods that cause certain body reactions, but they're not life threatening. They're not hospital uh, needed. They're not doctor needed. These are things that you can remedy yourself, and you can save your money.
And time.
And time. So
And calling out.
right.
We're coming in late.
So we are able to from our experience, and this is why for me I'm very adamant about not abandoning the black experience. We cannot do that. We cannot abandon that, because although while we were experiencing it at the time, it's like I got to get that out of this, but with it came a certain level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that now being in a different culture, we're seeing, oh, okay, I can utilize this and I can share and help with what I've learned through these experiences that we've had, and so when you don't have that knowledge, then you can, set up shop. I'm gonna just put it like that, because I know that, pharma company, they're pretty gangster.
Yeah.
So you can set up shop, and you can really just play off of the ignorance
Yeah.
of the people.
Holistic healing is it'll take a whole different, it don't even have to really be so holistic, because what we're taught is just like normal way of life for us.
Yeah, it's just
It's not even on that deeper level of holistic healing. So, the other day we had someone who she went to the doctors, they had a kidney infection. But they don't, the culture is not to tell the patient what is going on. Why did this happen? What is it? How can you treat it? It's just write up some prescription, go to the doctors. And so I said, what was the prescription for? It said something for kidney infection. I said, baby, automatically, listen, I got some cranberry sauce that someone brought for me. I sent the can to her, eat this cranberry sauce. Let me call Vita, who has a pharmacy here, Extract that has a pharmacy here. I text her, what kind of antibiotics do I need for kidney infection? She sent me the name of 2, the pricing. Great, can you have that sent to Ecala Cafe, please? I sent the cranberry sauce. I never went there. She never had to leave. And she had a thorough doctor's appointment. I'm telling her, listen, baby, we get this all the time. This is normal. You might not be drinking enough water,
right.
or maybe some other things. I'm not going to say on here, but this is easy. Just go ahead and eat that cranberry sauce and take your antibiotics, and you'll be all right in the next day or so. Oh, wow. Thank you. But they don't inform the patient of what's going on. They just, this is the prescription, go get it. And I always say, well, what did the doctor say? I don't know. What? I said, well, what was your temperature? I don't know. What was your heartbeat? I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know? It's not a cultural thing to question the doctor. Just take whatever they tell you and go on about your business. That's not our culture.
no,
The doctors must think I give them a headache.
But in our personal experience, I hadn't, and I don't know if it's because we are not Rwandan, but for me, observing and looking at it, it's like it's almost appreciated. Like they appreciate you inquiring,
they're
and
amazed.
asking. They're kind of like, oh. And I think maybe because you get all this knowledge, you get all this information through education, and now you have opportunity to now see it, put the work by explaining, oh, okay, all right, no, this is for this is for this, so on and so on, instead of just saying, robotically say, okay, just do this. What good is the information? What is good is the education if you're not able to,
Right.
to share it? So, ask the question.
Ask the questions, man. Don't just give people liberty to just give you whatever you want, whatever they want, and you take it in your body.
Because we do it in the States.
We do.
And you're right, prevention is the best.
Yeah.
Yes, prevention is the best, brother Wendy. Prevention is the best in many things.
He said his teeth cleaning with insurance cost them $300. Oh, you poor thing.
300.
With insurance.
Jeez, brother.
We did a deep cleaning. Well, how much was the deep
Man,
cleaning?
it was like
X-rays,
it wasn't even $100.
consultant. No, it was like $45.
45.
With high tech equipment
Yeah.
now, because I'm slightly bougie on some stuff like that.
No, it was high tech.
High tech equipment. The machine was talking. I was like, did
Yeah.
you see that? This includes the X-ray,
All of that.
your deep cleaning, and so they charge you per level of cleaning that you had to do. So he was like a level 4.
I was
They
on
had
the
to
high
get up in
level.
there.
That was a highlight.
He was in there for a minute. No, the niece, she was in there for a long time.
I think you're right, Sister Cola. I think so. I think, I'll say this is kind of like a sidebar, and hear me clearly when I say this, because as being here and engaging and interacting, and trying to learn the culture, it's almost like I can see how, unfortunately and sadly, I can see how we had been captive, made captive and enslaved. Because if this is an extenuation of of as far as culture is concerned, and how what we're experiencing and how many of us on the continent are, if it had been that way back when, I can really see how we were captured.
So trusting.
And it's unfortunate because we are a people who are naturally, outside of what they try to portray us as, we are a loving people, we are compassionate, and we don't have, as a forethought, we don't have the thought of doing harm to one another, or someone doing harm to us. So we're open. We're readily acceptable to receive, so we're thinking that everyone has our best interest at heart, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, but unfortunately, that's not the reality. And so, you're right, across the continent, there's a level of gullibility, if that's such a word. And we get taken, and we get bamboozled and had run amok, all of that, and it's sad that it's sad, but it just goes to prove certain things, that by nature as a people, we have a kinship to the Most High. But that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to get on that soapbox, but I can really see how and if you don't have a pure heart, man, if you don't have a right mind, you will look at the people and with the mind of taking advantage, and because it can be done.
It is done.
And it is done, and
You'll
it's a sad
see
thing.
traces of colonization, not even traces, but major. You could see it.
Not in South Africa though. I don't think that's gonna happen in South Africa.
Well, they have the colonizers there.
No, but they got a whole they got a whole different.
That's because they're waking up. now.
Yeah. They got a whole.
waking
But
up.
anyway, I just had to throw that
South
in there.
Africa, like, I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah, listen, we ain't going for it.
They took a
They
different
like the black
approach.
folk in America.
That's okay. But they took a different approach here. They were like, because what we were taught was they tried to capture the Rwandans, and the Rwandans fought them off.
They were, yeah.
They fought them off, so they had to find a way to infiltrate, right? And of course, we know how they did it. We know the good book. We know exactly how they did it. But you'll see traces of colonization even by the names.
Yeah.
The names that we were told that they were taught. You're not getting to heaven unless you take this good Christian name. And
No knock on the Christianity.
I'm not on the Christianity, but we're told that in order to take, you're a Christian when you take on the Mazumbo name. So you'll hear Africans name like Sarah.
You said it. You said it, brother. You said
you
it.
say?
I ain't even gotta. Yeah, you hit it right on the nail, brother.
Mhm.
Brother Wendell, thank you
Yeah.
for that.
So you know it's major over here. You see those type of, and how it happened is so easy because they are trusting people.
Very
They
trusting.
and they want to learn. Rwanda is like in a little pot, and the rest of the continent all around it has access to the resources, access to import exporting with shorelines and infrastructure. Well, not necessarily infrastructure, but more of the influences of the outside world. So Rwanda is like a little pot, a little bubble, and they're learning different things, but it's still a lot of cultural cultural resistance, good and bad, but it's a lot of cultural resistance. So a lot of things having, a lot of information is still new for them. It's still brand new, such as holistic healing, healing yourself, taking care of your own boo-boos. That's new for them. They're taught, go to the doctors immediately for everything. And to us, it don't make sense. Like, you spent $6 on what? Man, so it's a big cultural difference, but a lot of things have not came, the information haven't gotten here yet. So it's easily to manipulate a mind that doesn't know the truth or doesn't have access to the truth. So we deal with a lot of educating. Tiresome educating. It just be little bitty things. You'd be like, what? What? Just little stuff. Hygiene and different things like that for us we think this is played out. Like, for one, when this is done, I'm done with this book, but for one, the culture of drinking alcohol, because people don't have access to television and those type of things. You're not going to find on Twitter, alcohol damages your liver, alcohol is bad for you, alcohol takes years of your life away, alcohol. You don't see none of that. But everywhere you look, you will see skulls, you'll see campaigning for you to buy this type of liquor, this type of beer, to the point where the person that doesn't support alcohol is the ones that are looked crazy at.
They look at us like we're crazy.
we for real foreign.
They're like, what?
Not foreigners,
You
we're
don't-
just foreign.
Alien. Like.
We are aliens.
Like,
Because
y'all don't serve what?
and we were trying to talk, do you know that is harmful? Is and the thing is,
I mean, for those who consume, no judgment, but
no judgment, but
Well,
we're
it's
not
just-
talking about having a drink every now and then. We're not talking about that. This is the culture. This is the Rwandans tell us this is the Rwandan way. What do you mean a Rwandan way? To drink alcohol? So what we know, we see it as a tool. It's a tool to keep you dumbed down while they come in and do and build all around you and take everything that you have.
you know, like they did to the indigenous.
This is their way.
They introduced the fire waters, fire water. Yeah.
And it's the same thing, and it's to me, I look at it as this is part of the colonization. Why is it easy for you to get alcohol here, but you can't get me some good cheese?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. When you inching along the road behind this big old truck, trying to get around it, 9 times out of 10, that truck, you can see it visibly.
You hear it. No, more than that. The mobile bike liquor man.
Not moto bike, like
He
pedal
is
bike.
pedaling, and he got racks and stacks of liquor tray thingies on his back. Delivering. It's major. Alcohol is the thing. So you will see people look at a menu and see an item that costs $4 for food to feed your soul and say that's too much. But go buy 4 and 5 bottles of alcohol and spend way more money to
Well,
make sure they got the alcohol.
Yeah. In the volume of it, the price of it is down low. So, but the volume of
It'll add up.
It'll add up to way more, a lot
Yeah.
more. So, but that's
The alcohol culture, listen, these people are running every day. They are healthy.
it's like
I haven't
it's a
smelled pork in
catch-22.
the air. But come see them at nighttime. It don't even have to be nighttime, because they come in the morning, middle of the day, right now, and like, y'all don't have alcohol,
Right now,
and
it's like 8
leave.
o'clock.
Whatever. They will leave. Did you get your breakfast, baby? And they'll tell you, I need a scones. I say, you don't need a scones. You want a scones. No, I need a scones. They say, I need it. And the thing is, there's no AA here.
Well, I've never really. I can't say that. I have seen.
Remember, we researched.
Yeah.
They have two type of, an NGO, of course, will have it in the church, where you can come and maybe get a detox type of situation going on. But because it's still a thing, because it's the way of the people. So ever since colonization happened, this has been put here. And we were told they want the people to drink to try to forget or get through their past.
I don't know if they want to. I think just people choose that. I chose that, and it just became.
It became the way.
It became a way. So.
Man, and when
you said it, it's the same old tactics. It's the
no,
same old story.
The difference is, she said on every corner, a liquor store. No, ma'am.
But
count 1, 2, 3 liquor. 1, 2, 3 liquor. 1, 2, 3 liquor.
But you consider that the size of the country, you can fit it in the state of Texas.
Yeah.
Right? And so imagine all of the cities that have in pockets of communities, which you know what those communities are, that have on every corner. It's about the same. It's about the same. And so you're right, it's the same way. It's the same way, you know.
It's mind blowing.
To keep us, but those are the common entities, those that you build upon, that you can build upon in the cultural exchange, you know. But we have to come to the realization that, you know, I don't want to go down this road because it's something that's deep in me. I'm gonna do a talk on this, but I'm gonna let it go. But you're right. You're right. You know, we experience much of the same. You know, which again makes it, you know, for us to be able, because we're coming from we're not shooting from the hip. We're coming from direct, straight up experience, you know, and our frame of reference, you know, will allow us to be able to say, no, don't go down that road. If you keep going on that road, this is what's going to go down. This is what's going to happen.
You're coming from out of that.
You know, so, well, family, you know.
Yeah, good night. And Nafisa, he said they said they're going to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
From Seattle, Washington.
Oh, yeah, you encroached upon that time.
Right.
Yes, good night. Thank you so very much. It's late where you are.
Yeah.
And, we appreciate it.
We figured we hit you first thing in the morning so all the late people could chime in.
Most of the people are from the West Coast, that's on.
Yeah, the West Coast is on. No East Coast right now. So my whole concept was people are up at 11:30 on YouTube. I see it. I'm looking through my timeline. I see all the lights, everybody on Facebook. So I was like, let's hit them up right now. But again, we want to thank everybody that was helping us. Our progress report is we're almost there. We're down to the last 20% of collecting the emergency need that we had. So if anyone wants to continue to help us and donate, you can hit us up on the Cash App, Residential Tourist, that I put it inside of the comments. ZELLE 470-429-75. Whatever, it's in the comments. I can't never say it, but I can type it, 95, whatever. And PayPal at Ikawa Cafe with the K. Thank you guys so much. We're almost there.
Thank you.
Ikawa Cafe will continue to stand as long as we have support from you guys. We got the energy we need to keep pushing. So thank you so much, so much, so much. We're just trying to hit that last 3,800. We won't bother you again.
Yes, please. Go ahead. Shout out your channel, Colette.
Please.
Shout it out. Shout it out.
Like, share, subscribe. We need more subscribers.
Shout out her channel.
Oh, yeah. Please put it in the comments.
Please.
I didn't know you had a channel.
Hopefully, yeah. Let us know. I'm hoping we...
That's because of my glasses. I can't see.
Yeah, Zelle, Brother Wendell. That's fine. Yes, sir.
And thank you for your donation.
Yeah,
thank you for your donation, Brother Wendell. That was a blessing. Every time we see a notification, it's like it's a humbling effect. Like, wow, they believe in us. They believe in what we're doing. You know, for me, I go into my own personal prayer, like just thinking aloud that He put us in a position where we're able to be that. I don't know. People keep calling us Harriet Tubman, but that
Tubman.
light,
Give him a shotgun.
right? 'Cause we not
They
saying
don't turn it back.
we're not saying that everything is perfect in Rwanda. Rwanda's stressful. It's stressing me out. But I am so happy to be here.
But see,
It's a blessing to be
it's a
here.
blessing because you know you have on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? You have all of these other wonderful, beautiful things.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, you go through the moments, you know, stressful moments, but that's just life, though. That's just life. You know, I know that I can walk up and down the street. I'm not gonna get knocked in the head. You know, I can, you know, have a traffic, you know, ticket. I get pulled over. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna make it through.
They're gonna text them.
I'm gonna come home.
Right.
I'm coming home.
They're gonna pound. They're gonna smile. What
Right.
you doing? Where you going?
Right.
All right.
You
bye.
know, so
Yeah,
that's a
those
whole
things.
nother level of stress that you don't
Our
have to, so
girls
I'll
just
take
run
this.
to the corner
Yeah,
store
they go to the store.
by themselves, and
Right.
I don't even look out the window no more. Now, before I used to do that. We stand out there and make sure they get there. Mm-mm.
Right.
We don't even look out the window no more. So,
No.
but on top of it, the beauty.
Beautiful.
I feel so blessed every morning just coming to sit on the patio, watching the haze go over the mountains and the little bit of sunlight, hearing the birds, the little small, tiny little, they're not tropical, we're not in the tropics, but these beautiful little finches, these tiny little birds. I love, and seeing the lizards. I love seeing the lizards. And I'm driving down the street hoping to see a monkey. Just small stuff like that brings me joy. And it's not something that I had in the States. I do miss the States. I do. I don't want to go back. I want to see more of this continent. Rwanda's not our end all. It's our base. But we want to see more of this world, man. And to know that all of it belongs to us.
That's
We
right.
have that option. We can go and be a part of any part of the continent and know we belong there. That it belongs to the original people. So
We meaning us and you know,
Us.
all of us.
All of us.
Yeah, not just us, but we have that right. We have that right,
Mhm.
and we owe it to ourselves, you know, to be able to see. Because I don't care where we go, we gonna be there.
We're there.
We there. We the original.
Even in the coldest part of the continent. You be like, we met people from Australia here. We met people from Holland, and I'd be like, we over there too?
Over there
And
too.
they looking like, girl, yeah.
So
I'm like, what?
You know,
We there.
right.
We there, and thank God for that. So, we definitely over here. The Black Americans, or just Black folks, period, because most of us are just from America that's here. We got Black Canadians here. We told we're going to show you, our friend has the Jamaican restaurant, but they had opening night for just the Jamaicans, and we were told it was a bunch.
You know, a bunch of them. We didn't realize, you know, there was so many. Then there's to the point where there's more than one Jamaican restaurant.
Yeah, there's two of them.
That we know of.
But the Jamaican population is thick, they said.
Right. So, right. That's my point. It's like, okay, you know, it would have to be. Oh, okay, yeah.
What I would like to see more of is the more Latin community.
Yeah, I'm sure they're coming.
I like the Latin Afro beats, but I would like the girls would like some real burritos, some real tacos, some real food, real Mexican food, or Cuban food, or, oh man, I would like to have more of the Latin experience here on the continent.
Rwanda keeps going the way it's going.
It'll happen.
It's going to happen.
Next 2 years, it'll
It's
happen.
going to happen. So.
Yeah.
All right, family. Well, thank you so much. I know it's late in the hour where you are, which makes it even more meaningful to us that you tune in, cutting in on your sleep. So we thank you so much for tuning in on this live. Yes,
And please share.
Yeah, share.
Share it.
Share,
We need
like-
the help. How Cafe needs the help. Our YouTube channel needs the help.
Yeah.
We're trying to build every avenue so that we can continue to thrive here on the continent. Because without y'all, put us back in the back. Send us home.
We back in who was it? I think Sister Danielle's in Atlanta. We back there with you. Listen, Atlanta Jazz Festival. I gotta get there.
Oh my God.
Oh, your birthday's Sunday.
Ooh,
Oh, you were okay.
Capricorn.
Yeah.
Mine
so
was
the
last
15th.
week, so welcome. Happy birthday.
Listen, we said now, happy birthday
Happy
to you,
birthday.
Sister
Sing it.
Colette.
Sing it.
I can't really sing like that.
Yes, you can.
So,
You lying.
so happy birthday. We pray that you have a very wonderful birthday anniversary, and that you just have a wonderful day.
An adventurous
every-
day. Do something you would never think of doing.
Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't see it all. Dr. King, yes, Dr. King's birthday is on the 15th. Yours is on the 28th.
Oh, Lord, she's Aquarius.
Yeah.
You part of the Aquarius crew.
All the same. On the 28th, yes, Dr. King's birthday is that. You're right on
But
it.
you know how I know?
Huh.
Imani just texts. Monday is Martin Luther King's birthday. It's a holiday. We don't have school. What?
Oh, you're a Capricorn like this one.
That's
Brother
why-
Wendell.
See, that's why Brother Wendell is so
Your
busy.
birthday was last week? What day? Because her birthday, was last week.
Uh-huh.
What's the day? Today is what's today's date? The 17th?
No, the 15th is Monday.
I mean, not the 7th. I mean,
Must be like the 13th.
the 14th. Today's the 14th, I think.
Not if the 15th is Monday.
What's the, no, the 14th. Tomorrow's Sunday. The 14th is, the 15th is Sunday. So today's the 14th.
I thought they said the 15th was Monday.
Sunday.
Whatever. It's one of those days. But when was your
Anyway.
birthday, Brother Wendell?
On the 8th.
On
Okay,
the
happy
8th.
belated birthday,
There you
brother.
go.
Peace and love, you too, Nafisa. Appreciate you. You really do. Thank you so much. We can keep one of our
Hang up.
one of our great pioneers, Abdul Rahman Akil, will always say, "There's always something to say." He would say, "It's always something to say." So we can keep on going, but we're gonna forego right now. But thank you so much. We truly appreciate you guys, and
Can you end it with them looking at this?
I can't.
This
I
little
can't
boy
do it.
got
I can't do it.
was a
We'll show you.
basket full of corn.
Yeah, we'll have to bring
I
you.
can't
in on
even
that.
pick up that basket. I already know it. I should have held on and you could have been. Oh Lord!
I like that, sister.
Listen, we got my daughter's an Aquarius and my granddaughter's an Aquarius, and because of those two,
My mother's an Aquarius.
and his mama, because of the
Her birthday's
Aquarius,
next Sunday.
I no longer want children.
We going. All right, family. Peace and blessings. We appreciate you. We'll make sure we have all the information in the caption for you. May God continue to bless you. All right. Peace and blessings.
Peace.